along with easing my client who is on the hook for his $28,000 on this purchase. Like, he's in escrow right now. So, yeah, I'm here, guys, ladies, and lady.
Lady. For
Lady.
those of you that don't know, Efrain's in one of the 2 states of the United States that is the closing are done with the attorneys, not the real estate agents. And the attorneys just, if I could say this, Efrain, I don't have the experience you do, but the attorneys often jack stuff up there. Would that be an accurate statement?
Very accurate. And in this case, guys, just so that you know it, the attorneys here, they rinse and repeat. They're looking for cookie cutter, simple. The lines just fill in, right? Fill in the blanks, and that's it. And without questioning things that might seem unusual, they also don't investigate much. However, they're there. Sometimes they share language with each other in the opposition's attorney with the other attorney, and they'll share language and thoughts that blow up the deal. In this case, the seller was willing to waive all of his liability. Oh my goodness, you heard my dog. Sorry, he's an idiot. He's only 7 months. So the seller was willing to waive all of his liability with this appraisal, whereas we knew, the agent, even the seller and buyer, knew that the comps just couldn't justify it. There were no other bids on this home, and the seller was trying to shoot his shot. Fair. But he expressed more than several times he was going to waive his appraisal liability, meaning he was going to match whatever the appraisal came in at. And both attorneys went ahead and agreed with each other that seemed ridiculous, when it was something that he agreed to the end with the purchase memos and everything. And we knew it was ridiculous. I was even celebrating that, like, whoa, this has never happened in my career. And although it was going to be a deal, even the other agent knew and specified it. We put it in the memorandum of sale, and they almost blew it up. The guy panicked, and he was like, no, and it was terrible, man.
Efrain, let me transition the conversation if I could.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
You good, my man. You good. No worries at all. This will be more helpful to you, though. What's your short-term strategy? What's your long-term strategy?
Short-term strategy is, if I could, is leverage the limited listings that we have in my office for open houses, if we have, preferably at the price points where there would be less competition, so that if I'm taking it on a buyer, I can take on a buyer where we can go ahead and get them home at a price point where they don't have to go ahead and egregiously overpay. But long-term strategy, the deals that I'm working on right now, including the one that I almost lost today, 100% came from content marketing, from people that I do not know. No one from my sphere of influence, just people that have found me on YouTube, as well as Facebook and Instagram. Just putting out helpful information. Unfortunately, my messaging isn't pinpoint. Therefore, I have a variety of different purchase prices. But again, business without spending a dime and without calling a phone or knocking on the door. And most of the time have done it, in basketball shorts, but a shirt up top in my content marketing. And it's done well.
Efrain,
Currently right now. Go ahead, bud.
I got an idea. What if you were doing real estate in a different state, and you didn't have to meet with the buyers or the sellers?
Like an ISA?
Like an agent?
Like virtual agenting? Did I just
got an idea for you? Let's not dive into that right now. I got an idea for you.
Sure thing.
Open houses. So you said limited open houses in your brokerage.
Correct.
How many listings in your brokerage,
My office right now has 24 active right now. And and here's the other thing. Aside from the 24 active, and that being my brokerage, not everybody's a team player.
Yeah.
And especially in a brand like mine, where it's It's a luxury firm here in New York City. It's very sharky.
Okay. Is there enough to do open houses?
Not many in the price points that I want, but I'm optimistic. I would say that one is enough, right?
Right.
So one is enough. So yeah, so technically, yeah. But
Okay. So
hopefully
how many open
I
houses will
can.
you do? How many open houses will you do a month?
I would say 4. That's
Okay.
like one Sunday a week.
Yeah. So that's what you would say. What will you do?
I would ask and see how I can pose this value proposition to let down. I've got to sell the agent because the brokerage, the broker, the managing broker would give okay, no problem. But
Yeah.
ultimately, she'll pass that on to the discretion of the listing agent.
Yeah, and
But
I think that's probably appropriate. But
it's about me positioning my request in a win-win fashion. What's in
all
it for
right, why
them?
don't we do this? Because I like to set up plans that we can execute and we can keep control over. What can you keep control over in regards to making those requests with those agents?
I can my state of mind, and also
Okay.
what comes out of my mouth, and
All
what
right.
doesn't come out of my mouth as well.
Yeah. I love your answers. I was looking for something more simple. You got it. We went past there in your answer, which was great. Here's what I believe you can control if you sit there and say, let's set this up in a format that would allow for you to have predictable results. Would just simply be, I'm going to ask X amount of agents each week for me to host their open houses for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so you framework it so that you're in control of how many requests that you make of the agents.
Yeah.
Because you can control that.
Mm-hmm. I can control how many I ask.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, if they say yes or no, I mean, now clearly, as you improve your approach, you could maybe even improve, the return. But what you can absolutely control is how many requests you make. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. So then, as a part of your open house plans, how many requests will you make?
I will make 12 requests.
A month?
I would say 12. Yeah, 12. Well, if I make those 12 requests, hopefully within 14 days, that would take care of the month.
Sure. Okay. So 12 requests of agents. So that's something you can mark that down. That's your plan. And then with the intention of 4 open houses.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because we want to sit there and we want to set it up so that we have like really, really true control over it.
Okay.
All right. So that's your short-term game. Now, what's your long-term game?
Long term would be to put out one video a week. One video a week that is, I would say, area specific,
Okay.
and real estate, regarding real estate.
Awesome.
Just more so of optimizing keywords to get some free traffic.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Okay. So you feel comfortable with that plan?
For now, yeah, but it's more like a 2-legged stool. I'd rather a 3-legged stool, or 3-legged stool, than 2.
Okay.
But for now, yeah.
All right. Let's stick with that for now. We'll add on to that. Let's stick with that and like double down on that for now, and then we'll come up with a game plan to add that 3rd leg.
Sounds good.